Okay, so yesterday some people started to notice that within the Roblox terms of service, it mentioned that they got updated yesterday on the 11th of January. You can probably already guess from the title of this video that these are not good changes and people are already very, very upset, and I would say rightly so. So before I show you these new updates in the TOS, please leave a like on this video and subscribe. Okay, so this entire situation and all of these new updates in the Roblox rules, they can become very confusing, so I'm going to try to explain this in the best way that I possibly can, but I will say right now, in the end, Roblox did admit to this being a mistake, but still, I can say that a lot of people within the Roblox community were very much panicking about this for a good couple of hours last night. The first thing I saw about this was from Creekcraft, and he said, it looks like Roblox is changing the TOS for UGC avatar clothing. Right now, UGC clothing designers get 70% of all sales and Roblox gets 30%. With this new TOS, UGC clothing designers will now get 30% while Roblox gets 70%. Roblox should be paying developers and designers more, not less. That's something that has been talked about and touched on a lot within the Roblox community in general, but especially so on this channel. Like, I don't think I've ever made a dedicated video talking about the cut that Roblox gets versus the cut that developers and designers gets on the platform, but I do know that I have mentioned it a couple of times in different videos here and there, and I can say I absolutely 100% agree with the final statement that Creekcraft made in his tweet, because Roblox should be paying developers and designers more, and with this new terms of service update, they have literally worded it in a way that they would be paying them significantly less, like basically swapping the cuts that each side gets in this. So the original tweet pointing this out comes from someone known as Karasu, and he is a Roblox 2D clothing designer and artist, and they said in their tweet, in other news, our clothing designers going to get paid less now, currently 70%, but starting on February the 10th, we get 30%. So like I said, that literally is just swapping the cuts for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Like, that is basically robbing these people, because at this current moment in time, the designers receive 70% of their sales and Roblox receives 30% of that. I'm pretty sure it has always been that way, but according to these new Roblox terms of service updates, on the 10th of February and any time after that, Roblox would then receive 70% instead of the designers, and then the designers would be left with the remaining 30%. Karasu finished off his tweet by saying, I sure hope they raise the price floor if they are going to essentially force us to mass raise prices to not die, otherwise thieves officially win. I think in that case, if clothing designers were left with quite literally no choice other than to raise the prices of their clothing significantly just to kind of compete with each other in a way that would still allow them to earn the same amount of profit that they were previously, that would obviously suck for absolutely everyone involved. Not only the people who would go to buy this clothing would have to pay a lot higher than they usually would, but can you imagine a situation where clothing designers raise their prices very, very high, much higher than they typically are, forcing their buyers to pay a lot more than they typically would, and yet these clothing designers still earn the same that they would previously. It's absolutely messed up, and Roblox gets most of this. So the TOS itself, you can see right here that it says when a creator sells a virtual item in the Roblox avatar shop, says there in bold underlined text, the creator receives 30% of the Robux generated from the sale. The platform, always Roblox, receives 30% of the Robux generated from the sale. The distributor, in this case Roblox, receives 40% of the Robux generated from the sale. That 30% from the platform plus that 40% of the distributor adds up to 70% going to Roblox. And that is why people were upset with this, that's why people were panicking with this, and everyone is rightfully worried about these new updates to the terms of service. But just before I accidentally cause any more panic with the way that I'm currently wording things right now, like I said at the beginning of this video, Creekcraft then tweeted around 2 hours later and said that the Roblox TOS situation seems to be another typo. Basically, they made a mistake, they didn't make it clear enough, and they did not clarify that these changes within the TOS are only supposed to apply to 3D clothing, which is the upcoming layered clothing update. But yeah, just because Roblox didn't seem to be able to clarify this well enough, just for me to clarify one more time, this whole Roblox receives 70% and the creator receives 30% of sales situation applies to UGC only and 3D clothing only. So 2D clothing on Roblox does not fall under this new TOS update. It's nothing to do with 2D clothing. The 2D clothing situation is going to remain the same as it always was. Yeah, I know that a lot of people were very upset and worried and scared of these new TOS updates for a couple of hours last night, but despite everything now being clarified and all of these new updates being clear, I would still like to know what you thought of these new rules the first time you saw them. So one more time, please, and make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe, because I will always appreciate the love and support that you guys give me, and you know what, it helps me out a lot. But you guys think of these new Roblox rules as stealing from developers, but actually it was just a mistake. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.